Melvin, you mentioned you're training at American Top Team. Are you going to be carrying out the historic flag for the walkout on Saturday? The sweat that's covered in blood, sweat, and pretty much anything else from the gym?
I wasn't aware of that, but I guess, if it's available, yeah. I wasn't aware of what it was. I'm pretty sure I have American Top Team flag, and it was weird because, like, growing up, watching all the guys from American Top Team, I always wanted to be a part of this team. But back in the States, I was always given so much false information about the team, and so it kind of steered me away from going there. And then this time around, I was kind of forced to go there in the beginning because I had no other team to go to at the moment. And then it ended up working out, And then I got to see it for what it really was, and I was like, man, everybody's been lying to me all this time. So that was kind of cool to kind of, I guess you could say it was meant for me to end up there. It's one of those things where it just happened.
It's interesting because when fighters are at camps to say they're at the best team in the world, you've been at a couple of different gyms. What's the difference between ATT and other gyms that you've been at?
I think it's the depth chart. I think the depth pool of talent, the guys you have to train with, the level of competition, it's like beyond what I can imagine in other gyms. Most other gyms I've been to, I was like one of the top guys. I was the top guy. I might have had one or two good, easy, hard sparring partners, and then the other 4 or 5 might have been real easy for me. Here at American Top Team, there are no easy sparring sessions. Like not long ago, a few weeks ago, I went home questioning myself, like, man, do I really want to still fight? That's how much of a butt whooping I got in the gym that day. So the level of competition, I think, is beyond what you can ever imagine in most gyms.
A couple of your losses have come by way of submission. It seems with the Ross Pearson fight, there isn't going to be too much of a question of it going to the ground. Although the prospect of an extra $60,000 for a knockout of the night or fight of the night must be playing on your mind.
Of course, man. Look, I don't fight for paychecks. My paycheck's already there. I'm going to get the paycheck. I fight for bonuses, man. The bonuses is where it's at. You get that extra 50, 60K, it makes a difference in your bank account. It's because it's money that you wasn't expecting. And it's always the fun part of fighting for Dana is getting those bonuses. I've gotten bonuses probably my last maybe 20 fights, in the UFC, whether it was a win or a loss, But I'm always shooting for those big bonuses, I always want to get those fight of the nights. I haven't had a fight of the night. All my bonuses have been knockout of the nights. So I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm definitely going for knockout. Ross my buddy, but I'm here to fight and knock him out and get paid. I'm here to do a job.
And finally, where do you think a win over Ross will put you? Ross is on a good run since The Ultimate Fighter smashes. He beat George Sotiropoulos and then he beat Ryan Couture. Where do you see a win placing you in the rankings? Or even, you said you wanted to fight December 28th. Against who, perhaps?
I don't know I don't know who I'm going to fight in December if it is available at the time. I just want to fight. I don't care. Dana and them know me. I don't care who I fight, where I fight. I fight. I'll fight in the backyard if we have to. I love to fight. I love to compete. But as far as rankings go, I don't really concern myself with the rankings. The only rankings that matter if you're number one contender. Everything else is just, it's like the BCS poll back in the States with football, college football. Everybody just pull a number out of the hat and just pick who's number one, number two, number three. If you're not number one contender, it really doesn't matter.